Alright, this video is gonna be a lot different than my other ones because I have approximately 3 hours to edit it and I am recording the first part of it right now. But this is going to be the timeline overview of Imus Industries and all about Imus Industries. Now, I recorded this about an hour ago, and then as I was going through it, I realized I had about, I took about 40 minutes to do it. So I'm going to do it a lot faster because I've done it once. So, this video is going to be broken up into two parts. You're going to have the timeline, like the history book version timeline of Imus Industries, and then you're going to have the pilot timeline, which is going to be what my pilot episode idea is. This is not complete. The timeline is pretty complete. So I'll go over the timeline first. So, in 2017, you have the founding of Imus Industries. Now, what is Imus Industries? Well, Imus Industries is a rival company that was founded from JC Jensen. What it did is it split away from JC Jensen, and it formed its own company. And that's a Centralized Strategic Technologies Authority. Now, this is just a buzzword, but it just means it's a centralized thing controlled by one family through technology. So Isus, which is a supercomputer, Mass, and Edward. And yeah. So as I go through this, I'm just going to scroll through every page so you can pause the videos at those spots to read if you want to. But I'm going to do it fast paced because I don't want to make a 40-minute video because I don't have time to edit it. But this video won't be edited that much anyways. So I'll go over probably the locations first. So location, Ignis Prime on Titan. Basically, this was made from metallic hydrogen, is where Edward Volkov and Eleanor Volkov went when Mass was just 10 years old. It fell in the wake of Sin destroying humanity. And then you have the Kuiper Belt Rubicon Station. Sorry, someone's being loud in my background. This was founded to aid in interstellar travel. Rubicon is a word used for Latin or Roman references, which basically means a point of no return. So KBRS. Not that important. If I had time to explain more, I probably would. Then you have Arximus, which is the deepest bastion. Basically, it is the headquarters post-Sin, so you know Sin destroyed Tip. But this was it houses Isus, it's in the copper system, yada yada. It also has been being sieged since 3054, even up till 3071. Which I'm not on the timeline right now, I'm on Imus. So yeah, those are the places. And then you have the ISO program. The ISO program was a program to research the Absolute Solver and its effects on Imus drones. Basically, you have 12 sites, and of those, the only one that matters is Site 11. So Site 11, each site is broken into a Sector A and a Sector B. Sector A is the Habilitation Center, so it is where the grunt drones are at. And there's also a side project of seeing how a society of drones would work with minimal human influence, and this actually made a positive note with the drones and humans in when the humans all disappeared because, you know, Copper 9 exploded and everyone got vaporized basically. Then you have Sector B, which is the management testing, and it's where the thorium reactor is, so the power of the facility. Basically, this is where Absolute Solver testing was taken as well. And you have a bunch of marine drones here. I didn't put that down to be like security. And it's also managed, each site is managed by an Inquisitor drone, which I'll go over the drones in a second, and that was Charlie, which I'll explain in a fat minute. But yeah, that is ISIL. And then in Imus Industries, you have several divisions. You have the Imus drones. Now, the Imus drones are, well, the worker drones of Imus Industries. But there are 4 divisions. You have the grunts, which are menial labor tasks. So that basically worker drones, just Imus Industries style. And then there's more info here if you want to read it. And then you have the Marines. The Marines, I haven't really done much with the Marines, but they're basically just disassembly drones with nothing. So they're basically just worker drones that are disassembly drone chassis. So yeah. And then of course I explained that more with the challenging environment. Then you have the Hussars, which are basically disassembly drones, but they don't have any nanite tails, which no Imus drone actually has any. They're basically just disassembly drones. And then you have the Inquisitors, which are used for management positions and all sorts of things. These are the main drones that are used for like combat, leading squads, etc., etc. They also have the flashy things that the Sentinels have, that boot loop stuff, so that's cool. So yeah, those are the 4 drones. The Inquisitor, or all the Imus drones are loyal. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And now I have a loud voice in the background. Gosh darn it. So then you have Isosaurus. Isosaurus is a super intelligence. Not much to say here. Just kind of like GLaDOS. You'll have to watch my other videos to know what I'm talking about. Then you have the Diligent Strike Force, which was made by Mass. And here are all these characters. Across means they're dead. And that's fun. Yeah, I'm going to be quick because I'm already at 6 minutes. Okay. I have speedrun mode. Let's see. I've talked about these guys. I've talked about these guys. And when it comes to like links that Murder Drones has, I just have a page for those. Here's all that info if you care. That's fun. Let's see. Mass. Do I need to go over anything? I'll go over metallic hydrogen. So metallic hydrogen is a actually real resource that could exist, or it does exist, but like the specifics about it is theorized. Here's the theorized values. 100x the energy density of TNT. So it's like if I light off 1 gram of this, except it doesn't burn, you have to release the energy in a different method. It's like exploding 100x of that of TNT. Then it has an ISP of 1,700, which just means really good rocket fuel. An ISP of 400 is about what modern technology is, I think. It might be like 600, I can't remember. It also burns as hotter than the surface of the sun. That's always fun. The surface of the sun burns at 5,776 Kelvin, so that's fun. Then you also have Imus Tech, all of the weapons. Spaceships are not done. I just put carrier because I don't know, I needed something there. So you have the IP-42, which is a magnetically accelerated plasma flamethrower. Essentially, it releases the energy, feeds it into a tube with hydrogen and cesium, so it heats the hydrogen and cesium up really hot, and it burns violet because of the cesium. And then it is spat out at 6,000 degrees Kelvin, and it uses magnetic coils because the cesium is ionized, and that can reach up to 500 feet. This is a made-up number, but whatever. It's also adjustable. So in short, it's a railgun flamethrower. Pretty cool. The PCRC-7, or the plasma railgun, is just Uzi's railgun. Not much to say here, but you can read about how that works. This is not complete, but I guess you can read it if you want. So yeah, that's metallic hydrogen. That's one of the cool things. Then you have the parent, or the father of Mass, or Massian Volkov. Yeah, he left. Yeah, you can just read about that. Same thing with... Stop it. I'm struggling, guys. Same with Eleanor Volkov. So that's fun. So you have Massian. So Massian was going to be the main character, but that got changed because I needed a different character arc, and it kind of made a character similar to Uzi, but I'll get into that in a second. He's the heir to Imus. Well, not anymore. He's actually in charge of Imus because his father and mother died. Then you have the DSF. Yeah, everyone died there except for these 3. And yeah, here's this info if you care. Man, my other video commentary was actually a lot better, but I have to speed through this because I'm not editing 40 minutes of video. It's just not gonna work. The personality is me. Like it's literally just me, just not... this hasn't happened. They're not dead. I have loving parents. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah. What's next? I guess I'll go over the personalities of the Inquisitor drones. So the Inquisitor drones have personalities similar to the Olympian gods that they are connected to. So you have Apollo. Now Apollo... Oh wait, actually I'm just gonna go here. I did use ChatGPT for this to express it better than I can. I had the idea already. So, Athena. This is not a correct number, ignore that. murder, basically combining J and the goddess of wisdom and war and strategic combat and justice all into one. Here's how that got paired together. These are stupid. No. Why I put these are not what I want. Then you have the N kind of, except Hollow's not going to be as yeah, I guess this works. Okay, whatever. Then you have Hermes, who is V, except not psychopath. He's a psychopath. I don't have any characters like that. But yeah, those are those characters. And I'll just show that, and then I'll show these, and then I'll even show Hermes. Perfect. Okay, so I've explained almost every character. Have I explained Isosauce? Yeah, whatever. I think this is all. Or the stuff in the history of Imus. Oh, I have to go over the timeline. Ignore me. So here's the timeline, if you care. I'll let you just read it, because explaining this will probably take like 20 minutes, because there's so much stuff in here. But yeah, that's fun. Okay, so now we're going to go to the pilot timeline, which we have the pilot timeline and the overview. The overview is kind of what I want. Basically, pilot timeline. Isol is formed, blah blah blah, Astra's born, blah blah blah. The four characters are of the four main characters. There's four main characters. I guess I should go to the overview. You have four main characters. You have Eva, who's the protagonist, Juna, who's I guess would be a deuteragonist or whatever, however you pronounce it. Hex would also be a deuteragonist. Astra would be like a triagonist, tritonagonist, or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce it. Ignore me. The currently unnamed drones that I have, you have the Elders, who are like the fear-mongering characters of like the leaders of the community in Sector A. They're just, you know, they don't want people to go out and explore because I don't know, that it was closed for a reason, I guess. There's also a lot of dead people in Sector B. I'll go over that in a second. Also more dead people. He's in Sector B. I'll talk about him. Yeah, you can see the starting scene I kind of yapped up. I don't know how good it is, but it's here. And it's way too detailed for the time I have. Here's the pilot timeline. So, I mean, these kind of explain themselves. I think I should explain the characters better. So the main character, Eva. You've got this stuff. She is the work in progress. Got it. Ignore that. You got affiliations. You got friends. I haven't put anything there yet. Basically a worker drone. Kind of similar to Uzi. Honestly, just read this and you'll have a good idea of what she is. But my idea was Eva is Uzi, except not emo grape. And doesn't have hacking powers. Honestly, I have no idea. So I'll move on to the next character, Juna. Yeah, you'll be able to tell what the relationships are with that. Basically, you have a wimpy character who's everyone likes because they're nice to everyone, but they also get talked down a lot. So just a submissive character. I don't know, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. Then you have Hex. Hex is in the friend group with the 4. I'll explain the complex situation there. Basically, you have a smart person who is socially awkward. Often talks in long-winded technical explanations and gets lost mid-conversation. Yeah, this sounds like me. Just not socially awkward. I'm not scared to talk to people. Yeah, yeah, this person is... Yeah, you can read all this. I did use a little AI, I'll just admit it. But I edited it. I did not... I hate when people copy and paste AI stuff and they don't know how to do the prompt correctly. If you give trash to the AI, it's gonna give you trash back out. I know how to use AI correctly in the responses. I know how to take it and then kind of edit it to how I want. Now, this isn't entirely what I want, but it gives a good idea for what I want. So that's fun. And you have Astra, who is basically like Jay. She has her friend... Oh, not Charlie. These three are in a friend group with Astra. She is like competing for the alpha of the friend group with Eva. But Eva is rebellious and Astra follows the rules. And she's like Jay. Basically, you can see a lot of that info here. And as you can tell, a lot of my stuff is incomplete. Some backstory, I guess. I don't know what to put there yet. But, yeah. And then I'll explain some free writing ideas I have with this character, because I have some stuff there. Is that everyone? Then you have Jarvis, and you have Juno, which are the... Or, sorry, Luna, which have no info on them yet. So then you have Charlie. Charlie is going to be a complex character. You've got... He was a managing Inquisitor drone. And what happened is he ensured system integrity of Site 11. So he maintained Site 11, made sure things worked. And then, oh wait, what? Oh, sorry, there was a loud noise in the background. My squeaky chair's ruining my voiceover. Basically, follows the rules, which is what he was designed to do. That's what his programming says. And then, after that, he gets the Purge. Now, the Purge is a time when where did I put it? The Purge. All right here. You can see what happened. So, yeah, that's fun. So that happened because of a absolute solver breach in sector, I don't know, 7? I don't know. Or site 7? I don't know. I'll just throw in some random lore later. But, that prompted Isus to shut down everything. And then kill everyone. And then, a little bit later, Core 9 exploded. But the drones in Sector A were just kind of stuck there. So that's what they did. They just lived in their society because that's already what the program was doing. As you can see, Site A, minimal human influence already. So they didn't question too much. They were just like, oh, I guess we're locked in here. So then they never questioned it. And this is how the whole story comes to be. Eva's like, well, they say the humans are out there, so why don't we go talk to them? So then she breaks the rule. So... Oh, wait, I just realized something. I could have the elders present the idea that you don't want to go out there because the humans will kill you and test on you in Sector B. But when she gets to Sector B, it's just a bunch of dead people because of the Purge. And then you're going to have a lot of lore and stuff be thrown out. She'll eventually... Okay, this is actually perfect. I'll have to write it out. But, Just read what I have and you'll have a general idea of what I want to do. I'm like Hex. You know. Often talks and long-winded technical explanations get lost in thought mid-conversation. So I'm not doing this, because that's what I will do if I try to explain it. So the free writing. So when they finally get out of there, they, Astra wants to, you know, flex. She knows how to get out of Site 11. She thinks she's so cool. This would be like a second episode, though. And then you're going to have this cool scene, like when Uzi is killing everyone, but it's going to be a disassembly drone. And I was just like, that'd be such good tension point to have a action and stuff. But yeah, this is what I have for MS Industries. But, here's the dialogue I tried working on. This doesn't matter right now. But, tell me what you think, if you're still here, because I did kind of yap for, currently it's 19 minutes, and I guess I'll cut it out here. But, I think this is cool. If you have ideas, my, probably one viewer who is watching this right now, or maybe no viewers, I have no idea. But I applaud you for sitting through this, of me just yapping, because this is a good story. Honestly, I think I could make something out of this. I will be gone for 2 years. I will have very minimal free time and be able to work on it, but it'll be great. So I hope you enjoyed me yapping and being sick. My commentary is so bad while I'm sick, like so nasally. It's so bad. But have a great day.